Thousands of zombies have been killed, and in all that time, Josh hasn't even got so much as a scratch. But there's still work to be done, still more zombies to kill. It's time to return to the hotel and finish the job. Okay, well here we go again. Josh is back at work, back clearing the airport of zombies. His never-ending task, it seems. Just making our way to the hotel, and there's again, it's just another little reminder why he's been trying to put all that time into an effort into getting a vehicle. It's taken 2 or 3 hours to get this far. The hotel is near, and we have had to put quite a bit of work into it. We've stumbled across about 6 or 7 zombies on the way. Still going with that every zombie must die tactic. We're nearly at the hotel now. I'd almost be glad to get out of the rain. Okay, well you can tell we're getting closer to the hotel because look at the amount of bodies there are. I'd kind of actually forgotten just how much work Josh has already had to put in to clearing this area. As I said before, one last final big challenge, and he hasn't even barely set foot inside the hotel yet. It's going to be tricky. Going to be dark and dingy. It's going to be at times probably terrifying, but we've got no choice. That is the task that Josh has set himself. But we're going to do exactly the same thing as before. We're going to place the battery car charger down, hook up the car battery for the sports vehicle that we found. It's in good nick, that we've got a key for. We're so near yet so far. We've got a flat battery. We've just been waiting now for a couple of days for the power to come back on. It used to feel like it was just all coming on every day, and now when we really need it to come on, it's been 3 or 4 days. Okay, well that is the car battery hooked up, connected, ready to go. As soon as we're aware that the power's come back on, which it still hasn't, we need to run back here, get that car battery charger turned on. We only need about 10% juice, and that will make Josh's task of clearing this huge, absolutely huge site. I mean, it's the size of a small town. If we can get a vehicle on the road, we'll be able to move around so much quicker and easier. But while we're waiting for the power to come back on, that's the challenge. Just make sure we're not going to get jumped from behind. The hotel, it's 2, 3, maybe even 4 floors. It's narrow corridors, lots of rooms, blind corners. But first, we're going to do it properly. We're going to go around the car park, around the outskirts of the building, make sure it is clear outside before we go in. Okay, well, we stumbled into quite a big group, really carelessly. We've got a bit of work to do here. All this time, 2,500 kills. Josh is still panicked by a group of no more than 6. Okay, finally, 1 down. 2. We've worn them down. They should start going down quickly now. Awesome. Excellent. Okay, I think there was one more, right? Where'd they go? Oh, wow. We've got some more, I think, pathfinding around the fence, responding to all the fighting, wanting to join in the fun. There's the other zombie. Okay, well, you can see it's going to be another busy day. We're going to do a full circle of the building, clear out the car park, go around the back, make sure there's no nasty surprises. And once we're happy that the surrounding area outside the building is clear, then we head on inside. Okay, well, hopefully with those 2 zombies taken down, that is the outside finished off. But let's just check around the back. And I'll actually take the opportunity to just look through the windows as well. At some point we could stumble on a room that's got a big group of zombies in, 4, 5, 6 zombies. So if we know beforehand what dangers there are, That will massively increase Josh's chances of survival. Okay, well, we've checked all of the ground floor rooms on the northern side, which we can do by looking through the window. Not a single zombie inside. We've already been inside once already, so we might actually find the whole ground floor is already clear. There's only one way to find out. But before Josh goes in, it's time to have a bit of chicken. Be ready. The light is on. We're going in. Will we make it out alive? Just check the corridor. Make sure there's no nasty surprises. But you can see Josh has already left his mark. Who knows how many zombies are still upstairs. And we've got to check every single room. Okay, I found a few morsels of food, some sugar, some parsley, which gives a lot of hunger, but also a lot of unhappiness. Nothing in the garbage. I can hear a zombie nearby though. Probably they're either just outside or in that room next door, or they could even be. No, they're not on the other side of the door. I'm going to keep a close eye on these light switches. When they've got a little orange square, that's when we know there's power, and that's when we need to get back to the steakhouse, get that battery charged. Yeah, well, there's the zombie. That's the one we heard. It'd be nice if we could get a nice clear look in the windows, but I don't like walling through those hedges. It slows you down, it damages your clothes. This was another zombie. Dude, just came through here, just killed all the zombies. Where did you come from? Okay, here we go. We got zombies pathfinding down the fence. It's a big long fence, but it does end somewhere, and they do like to keep along the fence line, so we might get some more surprises before the day is out. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to grab this guy's hard hat. Every little bit of protection we can get when we're fighting potentially really close quarters with zombies around those blind corners. An extra little bit of protection, especially on the head, which is going to be near to those biting jaws of the zombies. Any extra protection could mean the difference between life and death. What's corners like that? We're going to get more corners like that as we go into the rooms, as we check out the all the bathrooms. Just feel as if we get out of this whole place, clear it out without a really dangerous close encounter, we'll be really very fortunate. But let's go. Let's start checking every single room. You can see they're all laid out the same. You got the bathroom by the door, and then you got the main room. It's as we walk through the doorways where we can't quite see what is on the other side. That's when Josh is going to be at his most vulnerable. Oh, it is dark with those barricades up, and it could be at any point we just walk through a doorway and there's a zombie right here, just standing right here. And if we're looking the other way when that happens, if it happens, things could go very bad very quickly. Can hear a zombie somewhere very close by. So I'm just going to check out the rooms where the door is already broken down, because there's going to be nothing between Josh and the zombie, so they could wander out, really catch Josh out. Okay, I'm hearing more than one. Trouble is, could be upstairs. It's just, yeah, I think they are upstairs. It's so nerve-wracking though, going around those corners, not knowing what you're going to find. Okay, well I can hear footsteps, but I don't know where the zombie is. I don't think it's out front. I don't think it's out back. I hope that it's upstairs, but it could be right here. We're good. We're okay. Okay, well, no, I stand corrected. The zombie is outside. Phew. That was an easier kill than I was expecting. Oh, they sound so close. Just make sure they're not in the corridor. It's just terrifying not knowing exactly what is behind the door. Every zombie we find and every zombie we kill makes this whole adventure just a little bit safer, but it is so hard to tell in these bigger buildings. Are they around the corner? Are they outside? Are they upstairs right above us? You just don't know until you open that door, until you walk through. But I got some good news and bad news. The good news is that we've cleared the whole first floor and everything has gone well. It couldn't have gone any better. But the bad news is we got to go upstairs. We still haven't got any power. We don't have any natural light from the windows. Could be very, very, very dark out there. There's definitely some zombies up there. It could be just one or two. There could be dozens. And actually we do still have some natural light. We definitely have some zombies nearby. Still a lot to do. Just gonna walk the corridor first. See what happens. Hopefully nothing. And then we're going to start with the open doors. So you don't want any nasty surprises. We got some pleasant surprises. We got some chips. Okay, so we're going to start with the open rooms. Clear those first. And then we're going to double back. Systematically go through all the other rooms one at a time. Opening the doors as we go. Leaving them open so we know exactly which rooms Josh has checked out. Again, this is the last room with the door already busted down. You can hear there is a zombie so close by. It's either in that room right next door or it's right above Josh. Let's go find out. Okay, well, I think they're almost certainly here. I don't know if I'm starting to imagine things. But it is just the one. It was starting to sound like it was more than just one. That was a cue for a zombie to come through the door then. But no, we're good. Another room clear. Another zombie taken down. But they can hear banging. There's still more work to do. So now we got to go through the rest of the rooms. Still got about another 7 or 8. There's a dozen rooms in every single floor, and there's 3 floors, so we've got approximately 36, maybe even a few more than that, rooms. Every room's got a bathroom, a lot of blind corners, a lot of doorways, a lot of risks. Can Josh do it? Okay, wow, second floor done, 1 to go. It's 8:30 in the evening. We've got about 2, maybe at a stretch 3 hours of daylight left. Hopefully there'll be just enough time to finish clearing this hotel. This is definitely the top floor. There's definitely a zombie in that bathroom. Again, we're gonna just go down the corridor, see if anything reacts to Josh walking up and down, anything that comes out into the corridor, or indeed reacts to the noise of Josh killing yet another zombie. It definitely feels like there's more zombies on this floor. It's the final challenge. And we got another little bit of chips to keep Josh going as well. Okay, so again we're going to start with the rooms where the door is broken down. There is at least 2 zombies in the rooms. I can hear banging on doors. So the job isn't complete yet. We're nearly there. It looks like we've actually found a staff break room. Or some workers' living quarters maybe. No, it's just the manager's office, maybe, yeah. Maybe they live on site. Anything in the kitchen. Some crackers. We'll take it. Seem to be on the seafood diet again. As I said a few times, it is quite difficult to pinpoint where the noises are, but I think we've got as many as 3 zombies still to find, to discover, and to put down. We've still got about 8 rooms to try. There's got to be a zombie behind this door. Just the one. Brilliant. So close now. So close. Okay, well, we've got 4 more rooms to check. And there's definitely just the one zombie here. Definitely another zombie. Hopefully just one more. And I think they're definitely behind this door. We've been really lucky there's not been a single room with more than one zombie in. As you can just be caught up fighting the one zombie and you think it's taken care of, and then another zombie just appears through the doorway. Catches you by surprise. That's what I was expecting. A random room with, some sort of party interrupted perhaps. 3 more rooms to go. Okay, the last room, it's 11 o'clock in the evening. We've got just about enough light. Things just couldn't have gone better. That's it. That's it. That is the whole hotel cleared. Not a single zombie. There's bound to be a few more zombies outside. But for now, that is the last, at least as far as Josh is aware, the last big troublesome location. Completely cleared of zombies. It took a couple of days. It took over 100 zombies before we could say that. But you know what? We're going to stay here. What's the point in walking and 2 or 3 hours back in the dark to get back to a tent? We got a nice comfy bed. It's a little bit of a small place. We're on a 3rd floor. We've killed every single zombie. We've got, what have we got? Beta blockers, we've got chill pills. We can take one of those. That will keep Josh calm enough to get to sleep. With a bit of luck, that's going to happen at some point. With a bit of luck, tomorrow the power will come on. We can get the battery charged, a vehicle on the road, and then we can zoom around the rest of this huge site and finish clearing it of zombies. Okay, well, it is the next morning. Things haven't quite gone to plan. Josh woke up in a panic at 4:20 in the morning. He's had a nip of whiskey in the hope that I will get him back to sleep. But as you can see, an hour and a half later, it's daylight outside. It's daylight outside. We got another busy day ahead. But I'm feeling that poor night's sleep will probably catch up with Josh later. But we'll cross that bridge. We'll solve that problem when we get to it. It doesn't look like the power is on yet. Still. So I guess we just carry on. We're forced to go. Ooh, let's get that torch. We're forced to go continue the clear up job on foot. We're going to go back to the steakhouse, retrieve the car battery charger and battery so that we're ready to react as soon as the power does come on. Well, before we go, we're just going to mop up the car park. I knew there'd be a couple of zombies that would have sort of found around the fence. And there's one. There's always another zombie, right? Didn't even know what hit him. Okay, well, we got another long walk back. Should we just walk? Yeah, I think I might just walk around the fence onto the main road and take out any more zombies that we might stumble across. And we'll actually forage at the same time. We will actually panic when a zombie is aggroed and we can't see where they are. Scary for a moment. And there's definitely so tricky. Definitely more zombies in the forest. It's crazy how the trees really obscure your vision. We need to keep on our toes here. Oh my god, that was so close. That is what I call speedy reactions. We were distracted by the prospect of having tasty radish to eat, and that zombie came out of nowhere. They must have been just sat against the fence. Is it worth the risk of foraging just to get a small bite to eat? I think there's your answer. Yes is apparently the answer. Okay, we've done a couple of hours of foraging. I kind of almost forgot again just how tiring it can be. We need to be fighting fit and ready to fight zombies if we do come across any more. But again, foraging, to say it has come up trumps would be a little bit of an understatement. There is a zombie somewhere. We've got cabbage, we've got dandelions, we've got a leek, we've got a potato. We've already eaten the radish. Where is that zombie? Oh, there's the zombie, or it was. There's always another one, of course. This is what we were hoping to find, though. This is just just a clean-up job, just a mop-up job. We've killed probably 90%, the vast majority of the zombies. We just gotta finish clearing it up. Okay, well again, let's just have another little quick reminder of progress, what has been done and what is still to go. This is a familiar site where Josh has spent half of his time almost now. The airport, you can see just how big it is, but this whole area here, I'm confident is saying it's cleared of zombies. The terminal building, if there are any left, they've been burnt to a crisp. But this is why we need a car. This is why we need a car. It's probably take 6 hours a day to just walk. I don't know, I presume at some point there's a fence here. And this is this is the runway all here. It's still a lot of area to cover. We've gone through what I hope is nearly all the buildings now. It's possible there could be a few more up here. It's bound to be a few more surprises. Surely we've nearly finished the job. Well, we're back at the Blue Moose Steakhouse to retrieve the car battery because, yeah, still no power. But we're just going to quickly... Okay. There's always a zombie. Where do they come from? In fact, there's more than one zombie. I guess these guys must have been out in the forest just to the east, just outside the building. At some point, they've just wandered in through the window. It's just, yeah, it's just non-stop, isn't it? But I was hoping that we can find no more zombies. We're good? Yeah, I want to just check out the kitchen, see if we can grab a bowl. Josh has got all the ingredients. Oh, where do they? Where are you going, dude? Wow. Okay, they came back. Thanks for making it easy. We've got all the ingredients of a delicious salad, but no way to prepare it. We do have a knife, but we need a bowl or something like that. Anything? Okay, well, no bowl. I'm pretty sure we have passed up the opportunity of picking up a bowl or two before, but it is what it is. Let's get the battery. Let's work our way back north, killing any zombies. Man, there's always another one. There's always another one. But yeah, we're going to grab the car battery, chin the charger. At some point, come on, the power has got to come back on. And then we can get that battery charged. But as I said before, for now, we're just going to have to continue the job on foot. So we're going to get back to the warehouse, drop these batteries off, and put them back on charge again, and then continue with the clear up job. Okay, well, Josh has decided to make a little bit of a brief detour. We want to get eyes back on the terminal building. We want to see if it's still ablaze, see what is going on. And we're going to go along this access road along the side of the airport because we haven't been here before. You can see there are zombies to take down. Okay, good. Okay, Okay, well, I'm really pleased to find no more zombies on the road. No more zombies in this absolutely huge terminal car park. Starting to feel like this is Josh's place now. And of course, as always, there's just always one zombie, isn't there? There's just always one zombie that you overlook, that you miss, that sort of almost appears from thin air. But of course, this is the airport terminal, so there's more than one. And they're actually falling from the sky. Did you see that? I guess they fell through. Okay, so they're suddenly able to go through there. Alright, well, things are getting interesting. Josh isn't in the best condition for fighting, and he needs to be really wary of what might come from behind. Those are the zombies that are in the back. They're stuck in those luggage conveyors. Some of them got out somehow. Okay, well, this, you can see the fire has spread. So there's another zombie. Hopefully the fire will get that zombie. The fire is still spreading, but man, is it slow. But it is spreading to new areas. The complete destruction of this terminal building is now inevitable. There's actually... Where do these guys come from? Okay, we'll take this zombie down. Maybe this one as well. But it's starting to feel like Josh is overstaying his welcome. And seriously, where did all these zombies come from? Okay, there's another one done. Got two more. I'm really wary of behind because it's so dark you can't see. Hopefully any more zombies that... Oh, look, where they were coming from. Seriously. Okay, let's fall back. We don't want to take on too much, or we don't want to get surrounded by the fire. Man, where do these zombies come from? It's just crazy. Okay, we're going to make this guy the last one. This guy here. And then we're out of here. I'm just going to fall back a little bit. I'm just a bit wary of what might come from the left there. I don't know, it is kind of fun. It is addictive, killing these zombies. Well, there is a steady flow coming. We're going to get out of here. We're pushing our luck. We're overstaying our welcome, if that's the right word. Let's leave the fire to do its job. Let's get back to the warehouse, rest, recuperate, drop off the car battery, and then we see how far we can get north. Okay, well, that's the car battery charger and battery again placed down, ready to roll. If and when, I mean if feels like the right word at the moment because it's been 3 or 4 days, but if and when the power finally comes back on, we haven't got that much time. I've said many times just how big this site is. It's already 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Not quite sure if this is the best thing to do, but you know, we've got to do something to pass the time. So let's just go forwards, north, and we'll just take out any zombies that we see. Okay, well, we didn't have to go far before we did come across one, but encouragingly, it is just the one zombie. Man, they will not go down. Finally. We've broken the hammer, but we do have a backup. We're prepared this time, the tire iron. Okay, well, it's been a couple of hours and it does feel like we made some good progress, and that is partially down to the fact that we've hardly come across any zombies. I mean, this is, well, we've barely come across half a dozen. We're just the other side of the control tower. And maybe, there it is, maybe it's time we check out the control tower. Okay, but we've actually got a few zombies up ahead. Ooh, more than a few. But Josh kind of actually relishes the challenge at the moment. And hopefully it's another challenge that Josh will overcome. Where did that zombie come from? Now, as usual, in a bad bit of timing, Josh is starting to get a little bit out of breath. that will diminish his fighting ability. So I think we maybe take on these 3 and then we fall back, have a little bit of a break before we take on that big group. Okay, we have that time where he just takes so many hits and you're starting to think that you won't be able to manage it. As the more hits the more swings you make, the more tired it gets you, and you think, am I going to have enough in the tank? But then they go down. It might take 5, 6, 7, 8 hits, but so far at least they've always gone down. But before Josh gets carried away, let's just fall back, find somewhere safe to rest. Okay, well, Josh spotted this little worker shed just off in the distance. So hopefully we can just make this area safe inside and have a little bit of a rest. But you know how it goes, there's always another zombie. Or 2, as another one comes out from nowhere. And hopefully this is the last one and Josh can have a well-earned break. Okay. Thought there was some food there. What are we going to find? Anything? No, not even anything as a useful weapon. But we do have a chair to sit down. This will help Josh recover his endurance, his energy a little bit quicker. Okay, well, Josh has had a really good long rest. He's ready to go again, which is good because he's got good dozen or so zombies to take down. But hopefully, should have enough time, should have enough daylight, should have enough energy to get the job done and check out the control tower. Okay, well, I'm not quite sure where that big group has gone to, but all we can do is just deal with what we can see, what is in front of us. But there's a lot more zombies somewhere nearby. Oh yeah, there they are. Well, you can tell this is a place that we haven't been to, or at least haven't been to for a while. That is actually a surprisingly large amount of zombies. Well, we've got maybe 20. Guess we can just deal with it one group at a time. Again, we just peel off a couple at a time. Josh stays in control that way, and it's the best way to get the job done. Oh, well, this is a problem I didn't actually anticipate. The doors of all the windows. Oh, we can unbarricade. Ah, we can unbarricade with the tar iron. I thought we were going to need a claw hammer. Do we want to do that now? Don't think we do. Let's just concentrate on clearing the outside. Stick to the plan. Clear the outside first before you go inside the building. And we're just going to spend the rest of the day, while we've got the time, while we've got the daylight, just clearing as many zombies as we can. We might have to leave the actual exploration of the control tower for another day. Okay, well, Josh absolutely tore through that group. The zombies were just going down. It's first time. That's another group taken care of. Let's have a look. Yes, we just take that group out and start working our way back home. Okay, well, again, Josh is starting to feel the pace, and his right foot misses again. He's got a couple, and I think there's one more group of maybe 4 or 5. Hopefully Josh should have just about enough in the tank to do that, but then I think that'll be it for the day, and it'll be time to get a good night's sleep and go again tomorrow. There's the muscle strain. What is the task ahead? 4 zombies. Josh can do that. And he's not made it easy for himself. He's just trying to draw off just one at a time. And he's managed to draw off 2. Oh no. Oof. That was crazy. That was a close one. But that's another 2. About 2,800 zombie kills. Now I'm sure we're going to get up to 3,000 before the job is done. Okay, nice. We both went down from the push first time. Ooh, let's grab that. we can put that to good use. Okay, let's work our way back to the tent, back to the freight warehouse. Okay, well again, it was such a long walk. I still can't get over just how huge this whole site is. But it was pretty uneventful, nothing more than just 2 zombies, and that was easy for Josh. Look, look. Still no power. Oh, come on, we're so close. It'd be so much easier to get a vehicle. But that is going to have to be it for today's episode. Almost 2 whole months now, but almost finished with clearing the airport. Next time we're going straight up to the control tower. Maybe we'll have a vehicle by then, maybe we won't, but either way we'll be heading north, finishing the exploration, finishing the clearing of Louisville Airport. I hope you guys will continue to follow along, to continue to enjoy the series, but for now that's going to have to be all. Peace.